Hey Pamela,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm gonna push us to live real quick, live on Facebook. Affiliate Q&A.
I totally forgot about the meeting till you said something.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I would take a break. It's nice just to talk to somebody, change my shirt. I had my old sweatshirt on that I try to keep warm in.
You're good. Usually when I'm in the high level office, Robin keeps it nice and cold. So we have like high level blankets. I have my high level sweater that I keep in the office, but I love it so much that I just ordered myself another one from our
Yeah,
swag store. So I'm gonna
I'm gonna.
literally, yeah, I'm gonna literally have two high level sweaters, one for the office, one for my own use, and then my blanket, which is really cool.
Well, I'm working towards all those videos, so I've got them written and wired out. So we'll be start
Mhm.
recording here pretty quick. So I want a couple myself. Get a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. I know that we're also doing the demos. Have you done the July affiliate contest? Have you heard of
No,
it?
probably the one with its posted 3 videos. Is that the one?
I believe that was our May contest. The months are just flying
They're
by.
going so fast.
But here, this is the July affiliate contest. If you do 3 demos to anyone,
Oh, okay.
just in general. And I know that you're setting up all of your webhooks and stuff, right? So um,
I'm sitting
right now,
above what?
you're setting up all of your webhooks right now?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm a bit, in the sense that I like to get everything kind of set up before I get started, but that doesn't always work. I understand that, but I am waiting on a couple of other things. I thought, well, I could work on all of that while I'm getting some of the other stuff. And then I just thought, there's no sense bothering you with that nonsense until it becomes real. So I just let it all go. We'll get to it when we get to it, when it matters. So
Absolutely not a bother. But just in general, if you end up getting someone on a call, you could just take a screenshot of the call, and then once you do 3 demos, we'll send you a gift card for our swag store.
awesome. Yeah, I'm looking at getting myself decked out.
Yeah, I have so many high level t-shirts just from when we were testing out different colors, and I was like seeing how the logo looks on it. Um,
Nice.
Now I feel like I have a bunch of special edition colors, but
You
hopefully
sure
we'll
do.
eventually have them out for everyone soon.
Good. So when you say sweater, do you mean sweatshirt or is it actual sweater?
Let me, I'll actually, let's pull up the high level store. Um, this is what our store looks like. So we have shirts, hoodies, hats, accessories, mini high levelers, future high levelers, and stickers.
Nice.
So for the hoodies, we have these 4 options. This is the one that
Oh,
I have. So comfortable. I thought that it would, you know how sometimes sweaters get a little bit weird after the first run, or
yeah.
they get getting
Yeah.
killing, I think it's called.
Nice.
Fantastic. This one's been fantastic. I've watched it like 4 times. So
Yeah, I'd love to get a hold of a couple.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what's happening in the affiliate world for you? How are things going?
Super exciting. I feel like we're doing so many things. I'm not sure if you saw Sean's announcement, but we just launched we just announced that we'll be doing a new type of commission structure soon. It's not going to affect anyone on the current plans, but essentially what we realized is that we have a lot of people that are really passionate and excited about SaaS mode, and they're talking about SaaS, and they're getting people to think about upgrading. And sometimes
Oh, so that
when,
gap in between so if somebody went 297 to 497, that yeah,
yes,
I think that's really fair. That I thought that was really exciting, and it'll also help people from poaching so much. Right? Because in ClickFunnels, it was a really horrible culture around that sort of thing,
mhm.
and hopefully it'll help. But Yeah.
I think it's going to be absolutely game changing. I'm
I
really
so,
excited.
yeah.
We're testing it right now. So like literally like right, I think an hour ago I was working on it. So
It
I'm
starts
really excited
tomorrow?
to test
Is
it.
it tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'll be putting it on our test account. So it should be good to go Monday. Software is software though, but Monday is definitely our deadline for everyone.
Perfect. Yeah, because I want to upgrade and I wanted to make that like to whoever that they got that part of the commission. So
Got it. Yeah. I think that we're planning on making it pretty easy. It's gonna be right now, the intention is for it to be a form. So you just put like,
oh,
hey, this is my email. This is the link of the person that convinced me to upgrade to 497. And that should be it. Let
oh
me
great. Okay.
let
So
me
that's
know
good to know.
Alex. Hi Fionn. Ooh, it looks like you're muted.
Yeah.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hi.
Hi,
How you
Fionn.
doing?
Pamela.
Hi, Pamela.
So yeah,
Good
we
to
were
be
just
here. Nice to see you both.
nice to see you too. We were
Great
just
to have
talking
you.
about the split commissions that affiliates are going to, or the split commissions that we'll be implementing for affiliates beginning next week.
Cool.
Yeah. Have you heard about it?
No.
So essentially how it works is that we realized that there's a lot of people right now that are helping convince people to upgrade to the Pro SaaS plan, which is $497 per month. But essentially it's kind of, especially if there's an affiliate that's pushing you to upgrade to the Pro SaaS mode, it's kind of not fair if the commission is going to fully go to someone else who brought you to the platform. But we do still want to be referral based. So we found a nice middle ground. If someone upgraded you, or if someone brought you to the high level platform, and let's say you signed up for the 297 plan, that person is going to get 40% commission on that. But if, for example, Pamela convinced you to upgrade to 497, Pamela is going to get 40% of the difference. So Pamela would be getting 40% on that 200 bucks.
Well, that's good. That's a good idea, that. Yeah.
Yeah. So then that way it kind of allows everyone to focus on what they're best at too. If you're best at recruiting people, agency owners, fantastic. If you're best at getting agency owners to understand what SaaS is, that's fantastic too. And we want to be able to get credit where it's due.
Brilliant. Sounds really good, that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. So I think it's going to be really cool. Other than that, in the affiliate world, what else are we doing? We're really trying to get in front of more audiences. So if y'all know of any of your favorite YouTubers, podcasts, etc., if you just have their name, would love to try and I would love to try and reach out to them. If you have an email and or if you want to try to bring them to that high level sphere before we do, you could always add them right under you and start getting that tier 2 commission once they come on, which would be really cool. So yeah, those are the big things. I'm really excited. I think that it's been really cool to see affiliates grow, like especially both of you. We've all been in pretty close contact. So it's just really cool seeing everyone start to do really incredible things.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going after YouTube, Google, YouTube. Yeah. I like video. I like training. I like teaching. So that's where I'm headed.
Makes a lot of
So
sense.
did you decide on, is that the direction you decided on then, Pamela? Because I've been lurking a little bit on the videos and I've seen your dilemma, and it's pretty much the same dilemma as me, really, Kelsey, isn't it? Too many ideas, not enough execution. And the more I see the features, the problem is I just think, oh my gosh, like this, the email, the video embedded in the emails today, like the bonbon replacement.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think I'm so excited. I want to tell everybody, but I'm just so excited. I don't know who to tell first. That's I really sort of, when you were speaking, Pamela, I was thinking, yes, I thank God I'm not the only person in the same predicament.
We can be quite harsh with ourselves. I think what happens, I call myself a wild card, which is kind of like a game of cards. Like the deuce and the joker are wild. They'll fit anywhere, do anything, do any job. I'm not great at anything, but I'm good at a shit ton, like a lot of things, just because of my vast knowledge. So that's part of my issue. And then mix in just a little bit of enough of being a smartass, right? And I can overthink everything to death. And then there's the other side of it around being educated, making the right decision, make the best decision. So that's where I was. I was kind of stuck in the middle of all of that for a little bit and just afraid to step out, right? I'm changing and doing something different. So it was all of that as well. Fear, I can feel the fear in me. And then a part of it is just not wanting to make a mistake. It's a lot of work to build a business up from the ground again, and the platform and so I just want to make sure. And then everybody that I know is a digital marketer. Everyone says, well, Pamela, you need data. I'm like, shut up. I know I need data. I can't, I have to test too, but there's a fine line, I think, but I waited too long. No doubt I waited too long. So
have you decided now then?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Go on, Fionn.
So you've decided now, Pamela?
I am so loyal that it's like can be dangerous. Right? And I've put myself in behind companies that I wanted out from behind. ClickFunnels was a really good example. I Black Blue. I got a tattoo. I have at like 52. I've never had a tattoo. I tattooed myself because I was so in. I was like, let's go. This is what we're doing. And then I had to pull back. So I watched Go High Level for months to make sure it was where I wanted to put my time, my effort, my family's future, my future, everything. And I really, so that took some time just to make sure. So I watch everything, right? And then I was like, okay, so because I'm good at everything, they're great at what they do. So let me pull in behind people who are great and let me do the good part. Let me get everything out and do the stuff that I can do. And then I understand marketing enough to know that inbound is where people are, what's kind of happening, right? Consumers are more in charge. And I want to get in front of the people that are already looking. So it's easier. The customer cycle is like the buying cycle is shorter than me going out trying to wake everybody up, which I'm doing that as well. But I want to grab a hold of that traffic because there's 5 blogs that have a domain ranking of 4. Like they're not, yeah. I can knock them off pretty quick. So that was where I kind of sat deciding, yeah, let me go after all of these folks and go hard and double down. And I think I can knock them all off and get that traffic. Because we're in the traffic as an affiliate, right? It's all traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your tattoo then? ClickFunnels?
A 2 Comma Club. Yeah.
Well, so that's testament to High Level, isn't it? You're even inked ClickFunnels and you've come over to High Level. What brilliant story that is.
Yeah, it's almost embarrassing, but there was nobody else I could get behind, right? Like who else has got software and who else has got marketing and who else? Oh, so.
There's an affiliate who created a video of like why I moved from ClickFunnels to High Level.
That's on my list.
In the first 10 seconds, he's just showing like, do you see how many of Russell Brunson's books I have?
Oh, do you want to know how many I've got? I have got double and triple of these books. And I've got you had to have the box set, right? And then you have to have the lip balm and you have to, of course, right? So anyway.
But you learned so much. You're so valuable. I might be a little biased. Super happy to have you over on this side. I think
we're going to do some great things together. We've got to change the world of what's going on out there. Like there's too many people who are not able, and that was what I said. I've got the post and everything written. It was like, I could no longer take myself or my clients to the $1 million because we had ineffective tools. We weren't capable of doing that, right? To be profitable. Now you can get a 2 Comma Club award, and I know the ones that bought them, meaning they paid $999,000 in Facebook ads to hit the $1 million, right? Stuff like that. So that was stuff that was allowed, and it paints a picture that, especially for women. So we go in and we watch all of this, and then we're like, well, I can't get there, so there must be something wrong with me, instead of there's something wrong with the system. But it's really hard when you've got that much marketing coming at you, which is what ClickFunnels does, right? And then throw in fake vulnerability and throw in all the cult stuff and it was like, but I couldn't see it until I could see it. And then, so that's why I'm passionate about being here. So to answer your question, Fionn, yes, it took me a bit I just watched for a while. I went on the calls and I asked silly questions. I wanted to see how I was treated. I wanted to see what was happening. Like I'm doing a lot more than it appears, like in the front. And I just want to stand behind them, and and nobody's perfect, but yeah, because I'm throwing myself right behind the name. So I'm Go High Level, just like I was the ClickFunnels expert. I branded myself that way. So.
Did either of you happen to see we sent out an affiliate email to a specific list. I'm not sure if y'all are on it, but it talked about our commissions that we sent out in the month of June.
Yes.
Did you see it?
I don't think I got that.
Let me show this. I saw this and I felt so inspired because I came to High Level about a year ago, but I love the fact that High Level really wants to grow with its affiliates.
Yes.
And look at this really cool graphic that we had. Over $6 million towards our High Level affiliates.
No, really?
Yeah, and that's so incredible. Here, I'll play it again.
Yeah, because it's very.
Well done, everybody.
Over 6 million given back to our community, because you all are the ones that have been pushing High Level, have been out here. We really couldn't be where we're at without you all, and we want to reflect that, and we hope that it's reflected in the commission. So especially when I talk to people like y'all and I hear your story, so exciting to just continue to find other ways to give you all the credit that you deserve, especially with stuff like the split commissions and just being able to be here and stuff. So super excited to see what you end up doing on that YouTube channel.
Yeah, me too. I had one for ClickFunnels that, I even decided to stop cursing because I'm representing Go High Level. Like, I didn't care about ClickFunnels, right? Like that much, but yeah, I won't do it. So I'm like all in. Yeah. So
How are you doing, Fionn?
Yeah, where are you at?
So I've been I've been on a lovely holiday. I've been to see my family for the first time. So I've been away for a week. It's the first time in 18 months since COVID hit. So I've had a lovely time away, refreshed, getting back on the horse now. So getting back into everything. But the way I was thinking was kind of the white belt digital. That's what I've branded myself now. So you see everybody going on about ninja stuff, about the advanced stuff, whereas you don't hear very many people talking about the very sort of boring, unsexy things that people need to do, or business owners need to do before they start doing their advertising. So it's just, even, for example, training your staff in what you do, so that when people answer the phone, I think that's a really overlooked thing, because I've been looking to buy a house recently, and the amount of real estate agents I phoned who the staff are just they're nice people, but they just haven't got the knowledge, and you think that's a really simple thing that people could be trained on. And I know it's not specifically Go High Level, but it's more, let's get back to basics, let's do the sort of let's set up an inquiry funnel. So you've got these hot leads that are ringing, let's look after those people, and then let's put some automation in, let's get you Google My Business stuff done and go from the basics. So I used to work with mortgage brokers. I don't know if I'll specifically target one industry or whether I'll look at one side of the technology first, for example, Google My Business, so look at the Google My Business stuff. But I just want to do the affiliate. I don't want to have an agency. So I'd like to go to the agencies and show them the opportunity of high level and say, are you doing Google My Business? Look at all this amazing stuff you can do. But then it's kind of this, it's exactly what you were saying, Pamela. It's knowing, I'm being torn. Is it the agencies I'm targeting? Is it the end consumer? But I think if I can make something that targets the end consumer for my affiliate program, then I've got something. So if I go to an affiliate and I say, right, I've built this bot, and it's like this little quiz that tells people their marketing IQ, for example, or shows people where they're wasting money in their business. Here's 7 really easy, unsexy things that you could do today that will make money in your business. Do a bot. We have like some questions. People can get a score, and then they could think, oh, I could do with some help with that. I'll book a call and go like that. So I'm thinking, thinking of the consumer, so I can build a snapshot around the consumer, but target the agencies and say, this will help you bring the clients in, or this is my beta idea. It could help you bring clients in. If you come on as my affiliate, you can be one of my testers. So that's where I am now.
Interesting. A quiz, a scored quiz.
That's
new. I haven't heard of that. And I'm just thinking of what would kind of incite me to take a quiz, because I know one thing that I always want to make sure about whenever I'm presenting an offer is I'm trying to make sure that it's not an ask. Because you know how some people will present an offer and they're like, hey, fill out these 12 pages and then I'll give you a snapshot at the end. And it's like, you're not offering something. But I think if I was targeted with something that was like, hey, did you know that the average agency owner's score of efficiency or score of whatever is 52, what's your score? I'd be like, hopefully it's at least 53. You know what I mean?
I like that.
I'd like to know what other agency owners are doing and how I can benefit. And then the reality is regardless of the score at the end, I'm going to be like, why isn't it 100?
So that's cool. That's brilliant.
That's a great idea, Fionn.
Great. Well, I'll get. Well, I keep trying to do it, and then what I've been trying to do is like getting the stats. So, for example, you say how often do you follow up? How many follow-ups do you do? And if they say 4, and then you could say, well, if you follow up 7 times, you're this amount more likely to increase your sales. But it's very difficult to get stats that they all kind of add up to the same, because sometimes it can just be like a ratio. You'll improve this by 80%. So I couldn't say a monetary amount. So I don't know how I could go through the quiz, but I think just the yes or no might work as well. I'm trying to make it too complicated. So
interesting. Here, let me see.
I think something like that would work really well to help. If you did this survey inside of GHL, you can see based on the answer that, oh, this would be a really great affiliate, and then, oh, this is an agency, and then you can say your leads like that.
I was thinking that, it was kind of like you inspired actually, Pamela, this decision tree of, shall I be an affiliate or shall I have an agency?
Yeah.
So you could go, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And then at the end it's, well, from the sounds of it, you want the lifestyle, so you could be an affiliate. Or from what you said, it sounds like you'd be a good agency, but it's knowing the right questions to ask. So maybe, and I'll build one thing first, like a little quiz, and then maybe do a bit of crowdsourcing, speaking to other people, finding out the kind of questions that you, like somebody like yourself, Pamela, would go through to find out.
Well, one thing I find with freelancers and business coaches, they don't always see themselves as an agency, but if you've got 2 or 3 clients, you're an agency. And they will get themselves into trouble as business owners if they don't think like an agency.
I end up bringing on affiliates under me, and they're like, oh, I'm just a business owner. And I just help other business owners do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, how many business owners? And they're like, I have 7. And I'm like, you're an agency. And they're like, what? I'm a small business owner. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you are a business owner, but the business you own isn't.
Digital marketing agency. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's shocking. Yeah, and if you could help them with Freon with the idea of the health of that digital marketing agency or the business in the ability to grow, if they don't have GHL and some of the systems that you could provide as an affiliate, they won't be able to grow. So that's really smart. So you could ask them, like, do you have standard operating procedures? Do you have a system, with the ability to blah 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 at a screenshot, like at a real quick glance, do you know exactly where your business is financially? Like you can see where, like, look at all of the features that GHL has, capture, nurture, close, right?
Yeah.
That's a really good idea, that.
I don't know if y'all have have been with High Level for a while, like at least a few months. And we launched the Launchpad. Have y'all heard of the Launchpad?
Yes.
So the Launchpad encourages people, like whenever you have an account, there will just be continual pings like, hey, fill out your Launchpad, fill out your Launchpad. And you'll look and it has them take these actions like downloading Lead Connector, the Gray Label app, attaching Google My Business, attaching Facebook and Instagram, attaching the web chat widget, and then connecting your Stripe. And our internal High Level team has actually started collecting really beautiful data. If y'all have heard of Shaw on any of our calls, absolutely fantastic. But he's been talking and tracking what actions people take in order to become like super effective agencies. And some of that is just as easy as getting people to log in every day. Like for me, it's like, oh, that's so simple, but unless you said it, I wouldn't have thought of it. So it's stuff like getting people to log in every day, making sure they see all of these leads, making sure that they know what to do with those leads. So just questions like that, like, hey, how often do you actually check your agency's analytics? Would probably be a great question in terms of health score of an agency, in case you were looking for ideas. If not, totally sorry, I overstepped.
No, that is really smart.
No, that's great, Kelsey. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we just, I think that's pretty cool to see, especially because we're having everyone connect everything. And so then they don't feel overwhelmed, but they feel like they're still productive. You know what I know? And then they'll just start seeing it all filter in. And the next step is like, what do I do next? And that's where we really feel like our support team is going to be stepping in, but also if you had any type of automation tool as part of your snapshot, or like you were educating people like, hey, when you log into like if you're struggling with leads, you should download High Level. This would be the first step, but the second step is download my snapshot. And if you signed up under me, I'll send it to you for free.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right. Oh, I keep kicking my lamp.
So many ideas.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many ideas.
Yeah, it just depends on which one you really want to make yours.
I think that's really good. Thank you, both of you. It's good to, you have these ideas, so it's good to know, get a bit of feedback, and then I'm not wasting my time going around the circle, doing the wrong thing. Sort of clearer now on sort of the questions, the structure, what I need to ask, really, So that's great. Thank you.
It's like Sean always said, one of the very first things I heard him say was that every time he talked to a business owner, it was the same problem, and that's leads. And if we can just remember that, I think I try to get really fancy, like you need a funnel or whatever, but they actually just need leads. They just need leads. So if we just had a simplified system, and that's what I'm focusing on, is a simplified system, which I think Go High Level is compared to the others, to bring on those leads, and just how expensive they are to bring on today, and then not being able to manage them properly. or sell them or follow up with them, or sure, let's go find Jane from inside of Active Campaign. Like what? Like, huh?
One thing that I've heard Sean say recently is actually like clients will always tell you that they want leads and they're lying to you. They don't want leads, they want customers. And high level is the way that you can automate all of that. It's the way.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, it's always the client game. It'll come out in different words. Like when I used to build funnels, it was they would say something totally different. They thought they had a different problem, but they really just had a client problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lots of times you'd hear them, I need my ConvertKit tags are all over the place. I'm like, well, and then you end up building them a funnel. Like they all need it. Oh.
Ooh, I can't, Fiona, I think you're muted again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. So you've got to price for things going wrong with technology. So I priced for something today and this week, and this guy's come back and said he didn't want to spend that much. But you have to price in for things going wrong, otherwise you're out of pocket then, aren't you, when they do? So you have that technology going wrong tax on everything that you do, I think.
I'm putting together the top 10 things that clients would ask me as a freelancer, like discount my price if I pay up front, scope creep, like all of those silly questions I used to get and try to have an answer for them, right? And so I compiled like how I work documents, a la carte price sheets, all of that. And then I said, I'm pricing this like I'm part of your team and I'm in your back pocket, or I can price this like I'm a per hour employee that takes as finished, I have lunch between 1 and 2 and I'm done at 5 and you can't talk to me again until Monday at 9. And I got 3 other clients. Like you got to pay for that when that stuff falls through. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking it might be a good freebie to get a hold of those first freelancers to get them in the system, because they struggle with how to answer those big questions. Will you discount your prices? All of that stuff.
And in terms of, so you're saying that you want to bring on freelancers to a high level as an affiliate customer?
But I'm trying SaaS first, white label SaaS, all of that first. But I think I'm trying to think ahead of the pipelines. Where do they start? Like what's that? It's called a value ladder in here. So it's like I know where I want them to go, right? So for me, the SaaS is near the top, and then there might be some people I'd take on eventually. But what's that stuff bringing them in so there's probably 97, 297, 497, right? Depending on where they are. And then if I can start to broadcast in other ways and start talking to them and waking them up. So I'm thinking about that as well. But right now I'm just going white label SaaS. The continuity program.
Got it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I saw the line. I call it the line. First time I saw the line, I thought the clouds had opened and I found heaven. Like I was like, what is that? And everyone that was wanting me to build them funnels, do you know what they came to me with? Will you build me a membership? I want a membership. They wanted memberships because they wanted the monthly recurring revenue and didn't want to work for it. And memberships are actually the hardest to sell online. So it was interesting, but everybody's looking for that elusive line.
Interesting.
Very interesting that.
If you don't have it, all you did was buy yourself a really shitty job. When you get into being an agency owner, it's a tough racket. I didn't like it. Constant clients, constant problems.
You didn't like being an agency owner?
No. Hated it.
Interesting. I think that there's a different route for everyone. And I've seen
Absolutely.
people who
Thank you.
absolutely love it.
Love it. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so happy for you. I'm so
Yeah.
happy you found what
Perfect
makes
for
you
you. Let me help
happy.
you. I know how to fix that problem. But
Yeah.
I'm going home at the end of the day. I'll go back to my, right? So, but yeah, I didn't like the 10 employees and the 10. It wasn't for me.
Yeah. And for me, I'm like, yeah, if you understand why agencies are incredible, why they need so much support, but you don't
They
want to be an
do.
agency owner,
He needs.
come over to me. We can be an affiliate together.
That's my mantra. I can get you to about $250,000. After that, I'll pass you to someone else. But you need systems before you hit the first 40, right? Or you're screwed. So let me help you. I can authentically help you with that. And then it's like, okay, that you hit a different hurdle at that time, right? And that's the hurdle I hit. And I was like, nope, I don't want to go there. So I just shut her down. It took 6 months to shut it down, but yeah, it's a lot of work.
SaaS is definitely the play. It adds a little barrier right there, automates a lot of things. Fantastic, beautiful.
I read on, I don't know, TechCrunch or something this morning, by 2025, they need to hire 200,000 software engineers in India to meet the need
Wow.
for SaaS. It is coming. It's like the tsunami, I think, right? And it's quite exciting. So that's the other reason that I decided to join the wave, because it's you can hear it now that yeah, it's underground, but it's coming.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that statistic. That's really cool. I
I
knew it
just
was
saw
on
it
the
this
web.
morning. Yeah, I just saw it this morning. I signed up to all those different newsletters and stuff like for things like that, so that I can stay on the watching what's going on out there. Yeah. Yeah.
TechCrunch I'll write that one down. TechCrunch. I had that one in the back of my mind, but I'd love to eventually see Sean on.
Yeah, there's a few more that in the digital marketing side that are, I'll send you to them. They're kind of on the down low. That's where I get all my secrets from.
Well, did y'all have any other questions about affiliates, about high level, about anything coming down the pipeline?
Just a matter of time. Just get out there and just see what the landscape looks like and what's going on, and just go talk to enough people. It's just what my coach used to say is, you think you have an offer problem, but you have a traffic problem, because not enough eyes have seen it to know. So that's all I'm sitting at right now. I don't know. I can put out 40 videos. Maybe they're wrong. So I'll go try and see, and then adjust, and I'll get your opinion on them, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Go from there.
Are you?
All right. Well, it's good to talk to somebody else besides myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't got any questions, but I'd just like to give feedback on, I started again. I've set up a new account, start from scratch, and it was really beneficial because I signed up last year, and it was quite different, the setup. So just going through it myself now, you've got the course and everything. Everything seems more streamlined, and I didn't have to set up the Twilio and the mail gun stuff, because that was going to be a bit of a nightmare for me. So I just recommend that if anybody is new or has been an affiliate for a while, it's quite good to go to start a free account again, just to keep up to date with the changes and that. So I just sharing that was beneficial to me, and that the new setup is so much easier. So thank you, High Level, for that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was going to sign up for a new one and record the whole process so people could see actually what it looked like.
Yeah.
I didn't know that those changes were there.
Yeah, it's so much easier now, makes so much more sense. So I've recorded, I haven't done this is what I'm doing. I've just basically recorded a little bit of me going, just setting it up really. So yeah, it's a lot easier, because that was another worry with getting the affiliates on board. The mail gun thing, the Twilio thing, you think, God, that was a nightmare when I set it up last year. I had to pay for somebody to do it. But now you have to do it. So it's kind of like a bit of a test sort of thing. So if you're sending out the bulk stuff and you're running your business properly, then you set up your own your mail
Yes.
gun and Twilio, but you've got enough to get you started, so you can do the free trial without having to set all that stuff up that you used to, and that's so much better now. It's so much easier.
Yay! That's so fantastic. I'll let the internal team know, because I know when I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, this is a lot easier. So, and that is one thing that I try to recommend to affiliates, especially those who are running courses. It's like, hey, it's gonna look different for people who sign up new to high level now, and we're going to try and encourage them to take easier steps first. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing your course, so you don't get people confused. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad that you did go through it and you thought that it was helpful, and you think that it would be a lot more beneficial if.
It was great. It was really beneficial to me as an affiliate to see how easy it was, because like I said, that was another bit of a roadblock before of getting affiliates, and then they saying, how do I do this Twilio bit? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. So yeah, that's really good.
That's
I had the same concern.
Yeah.
You have like 90, you have 100 free Twilio credits now, Pamela. That's what, when you open it, and then you set up your own. So just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be great, especially once we have the WordPress integration, or the WordPress hosting coming down the high level pipeline, because I know that agencies who do a lot of work on WordPress, when they come over, it's from my perspective, high level is so massive that from a web designer developer's point of view, coming into this, it would be like, whoa, what's all of these other marketing tools? So I'm excited that we're streamlining a lot of things so that it makes it easier to understand, because I think that WordPress is going to be an absolute game changer too.
Yeah, it will.
Definitely.
Yeah, one time I remember one of my coaches saying she started working with WordPress, and I think she made $100,000 a year on affiliate commissions for WordPress hosting. I was like, oh,
wow.
That's a good amount.
That's not bad.
Not bad, is it?
Right? It's Mexico money. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Never forget. I think that's probably the first time I heard about affiliate income at that time, 5 years ago. Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited to be able to start building all of y'all's affiliate incomes, and I can't wait until we just see that number continue to rise.
Yeah. Yeah. Time for action.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes.
Isn't that TikTok? I watched TikTok too much, and it's like, bring the action.
I love that.
Echoing in my head. Yeah. Okay.
Well, have a great weekend, y'all. Thank you so much for coming to the affiliate hangout.
It's nice. I think I just come on just for a break too, so it's nice. I work 7 days.
Yeah, it's smashing this. It's like 8 o'clock, getting on for 9 o'clock here in the evening in the UK, so I can't always do a Friday night. So it's great to get on and see you guys for a change.
I'm glad. Yeah. So good evening to you.
Yes.
Good day to you. Have a good weekend. See you later.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.